Oh, hello. Imagine that Wizards of the Coast came out with a new product designed just for the best casual play experience. I'm going to call this hypothetical product the Complete Casual. It's called the Complete Casual because it has everything you would ever need or want for casual play. The Complete Casual decks would each be completely different from one another, so much so that you and each of your friends could all buy one and no two of your decks would be alike. Fully customizable as well. Pick your colors, pick your play style, whatever. But amazingly, due to the genius of Wizards of the Coast, these decks would be balanced against each other so that you could play against anyone else who has purchased this product, be it a friend or just someone at your local game shop. Finally, let's say that the Complete Casual only cost about $24, and that's all you'd ever have to spend to get all of what I just described. Sound too good to be true? Well, believe it or not, it's realer than you might think, and I'm going to talk to you about it more in just a moment. But first, I'm feeling like I'm dressed a little too formally here, and this discussion is going to be on casual play. So, let's get casual. The Complete Casual, a guide to better and more enjoyable casual play. Part 1, Balance and Sealed Magic the Gathering products. Keep casual balanced. Despite the enormous amount of casual play that takes place, many casual Magic players experience frustration and difficulty while just trying to get in a fun game of Magic with their friends. If you haven't already seen my brief video defining casual play, you can check it out here. Many people incorrectly assume this difficulty in achieving enjoyable casual play stems from casual play having no official set of rules. But in fact, the most common reason for ineffectual casual play stems from a lack of balance between players. Let me begin with an example. Please see if you can figure out what has gone wrong here. Jane is going to see her old friend Billy, with whom she used to play Magic the Gathering. Jane still plays, but Billy stopped playing when he started college earlier last year. Jane thinks it would be fun to get some games with Billy again, so she picks up an intro pack on the way to see him, and she brings her current standard deck with her so they can have some fun. Billy opens the intro pack and the 2 included boosters, is very excited as he assembles his deck, and then thoroughly gets his butt kicked by Jane each and every game they play. What went wrong there? If you said that the decks were horribly imbalanced and should never, ever have been played against each other, well, then you're 100% right. But wait just a second. Even though it was obvious to us, Jane and Billy didn't spot the problem. So imagine some of the tension they might experience afterwards. Billy might say or feel some of the following. Jane's deck is overpowered. Jane's deck is unfair. Jane shouldn't be playing with cards X, Y, and Z. The color of Jane's deck is a stupid powerful color. Jane is a jerk for playing like that. Jane might say or feel some of the following. Billy is a bad player. Billy doesn't know how to build a deck properly. The color of Billy's deck is a weak color. Billy is a sore loser. Now I want you to be honest with me here. When you have frustrating casual games, do any of the previous thoughts or sentiments emerge? If they have, then the problem might be the same as Billy and Jane's, only less recognizable. You might have done something like this. Played using an old standard deck against a new standard deck. Played using a deck made from a deck builder's toolkit against a standard deck. Played using an old event deck against a new event deck. Played against someone using different dual decks. Played a 60-card singleton deck against a standard or modern deck. Played using a kitchen table or formatless deck against any of the above. Now, it's not quite as easy to spot the imbalances that I just listed, but I assure you they are there. These imbalances can be as dramatic as fencing against someone with a rifle. That is to say, not a fair fight and not a lot of fun either. When getting casual games with your friends, it is important that your decks are on the same level. So, if you're playing with an old Zendikar Standard deck, make sure that your friend is too. If you're playing with an intro pack, make sure that your friend is as well, etc. This balance will improve your play experience dramatically. What's the best casual play experience? There's one clear answer to that question. The one that you and your friends enjoy the most is the best. Enjoyment is a highly personal experience, and it is going to vary dramatically from person to person. But here's some ideas for you to consider. A large aspect of Magic isn't just playing your deck, but having a deck that you had some degree of involvement in selecting and/or building. So let's take the very common example of two people each buying an intro pack, or splitting between themselves a clash pack or a dual deck for the purposes of casual play against each other. Aside from the intro packs, which each come with 2 booster packs, neither the clash pack or the dual deck allows the player any say in how their deck is constructed. They are playing with what someone else has built, and it is the exact same build for everyone else who has bought that product. Can you imagine a group of 3 to 4 friends each having their own deck from the same dual deck or clash pack series? Again, personal preference may vary, but if my friend and I are both playing with Jace's deck, and my other 2 friends are each playing with Vraska's, and we're all looking for some casual fun play with one another, even though these decks are balanced against each other, our level of enjoyment is likely going to be hindered by the pre-constructed nature of these decks. The greater the level of customization, the greater the likelihood of enjoyable play, especially in the long term. Even with the intro packs, the customization is incredibly slight, and those decks are typically constructed of bulk cards that aren't going to give the best interactive experience. On the whole, your black intro pack is still essentially the same as your friend's black intro pack. Considering the price on those 2 intro packs is about $15 each, or for some people even as high as $20, buying 2 is a big financial commitment when there's better options. What about the Deck Builder's Toolkit? Out of the following list, intro pack, event deck, clash pack, dual deck, and toolkit, the toolkit would be my #1 choice on the level of pure enjoyment. For my friend and I to each buy a Deck Builder's Toolkit and then each build a deck from the contents of those toolkits, well, each of our decks has a strong likelihood of being mostly unique and fairly balanced against each other. Also, the extra cards allow for further changes and customization, meaning that after many months of gameplay, if we begin to grow bored with our 2 decks, we can rebuild them into something new. There's also no limit to how many of our friends can play in our group. Hey Doug, want to play Magic with me, Susan, and Billy? Just pick up a toolkit and you're good to go. Deck Builder's Toolkit against Deck Builder's Toolkit equals balanced, somewhat customized, and unique decks. Great fun. The biggest problem with using toolkits against one another for casual play is that there's still too many identical cards, as well as a weird assortment of boosters. Which brings us, at last, to the complete casual. Remember that product I mentioned at the beginning? Believe it or not, it exists, and it is called 6 packs of Magic cards. The complete casual. My favorite form of casual play is simply having a sealed deck from the current set to play against one of my friends. All it costs is 6 packs of Magic cards, or roughly $24. From these packs, we can each build our own sealed deck to play against one another. Here's where 6 packs for casual sealed is superior to the Deck Builder's Toolkit. In the toolkit, you are getting 4 packs of Magic cards, each from different sets. These sets were not designed to be used with one another for building a limited deck. In addition, you are getting a selection of mostly uniform commons and uncommons, meaning that at least a third of the toolkit contains the same parts as every other toolkit, meaning you have a lot less variation in decks built from them. Remember what we just established? In addition to balance, the more customization, the better. This is why the toolkit is superior to the other products available, but it is also why 6 packs for casual sealed is superior to the toolkit. 6 packs from the same set offers the most in terms of customization and balance for casual play. That, along with draft, is what these packs were designed to do. You're also building your collection by doing this. If you do play Standard or Commander or what have you, then you might actually crack into something that you need. And so your collection is growing. You're giving yourself more options for more types of play. Those dual decks, 90% of the cards in there are never going to go into another deck of yours. But these cards might all go into your standard deck, or mostly go into your standard deck. You've got a better chance of getting more play. Save your entire pool of cards. As time passes, you and your friends can build new decks from the same pool, getting more play at no extra cost. Some groups add fun rules, such as allowing everyone to buy an additional booster pack to add to their pool after a certain amount of time has passed, or permit people to do trades with one another from within their pool. Here's something else I love about having a sealed casual deck. You can buy your 6 packs from any set. Just make sure that you and your friends are in agreement about what set, and all get packs from the same set. But my friends and I recently bought 3 packs of Shards of Alara and 3 packs of Alara Reborn, and we each built our own casual sealed deck from those boosters. What fun. I was on hiatus during the first Alara block, and so I never got a chance to play during that block. Now, whenever my friends just come over looking for some casual games, I pull out that casual sealed deck, and we really enjoy ourselves. It's great fun. Yeah, buying old boosters is going to be more expensive, but the option is there. In terms of casual play, final conclusion, 6 booster packs for sealed, A. Deck Builder's Toolkit against Deck Builder's Toolkit, this is an A-, B+. Buying a dual deck to split and play against itself, yes, this is a solid B, and for some people, even higher. Clash Pack, it's still new. There's only been one. I'm gonna have to say a C, C+. I was very underimpressed with this. If it didn't have a Courser of Crewfix, everyone else would have been too. Intro Packs, sorry. This is one of the worst sealed products that Wizard makes. D. I hope this video has been of some help to you. More videos on casual, constructed, limited, as well as product reviews are on the way, so be sure to subscribe or follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And remember, you can't play Magic at Target or Walmart, so whether you love toolkits or dual decks or even intro packs for casual play, try and buy those at your local game store whenever possible. You're supporting your Magic community.